Okay, today we will discuss the remaining part of C sharp. Okay, in the C sharp, as I have discussed it that initially how to start the C sharp. Okay, and what are the applications? What is the syntax we have discussed it. Now, how to get the output in C sharp. So in Java, we will use to get the output system.out.println method. Okay. But in C sharp, we will write line method. Okay. Here this line means it will give next line. If we write only write method, so we will not get next line. Okay, so write line method will provide next line and we will be able to get the printout. So this is the syntax. Console is a class. Okay. Console is a class of system class, system namespace. Sorry, system namespace. Already we have discussed about the namespaces. So console is the class of system namespace, and this console has a method, write line method. This write line method line, it will give next line. If simply we write only write, so we will not get next line. So let us see. So this is the output we are getting. So syntax is that using system compulsory, it is to be terminal semicolon, namespace, my application. Okay. My namespace name, my application, then brace starts, class program, okay, and second brace, static void, main string arguments. I told you that this is the main method. Under this main method, we need to write this console.write line method. Understand? So now, this is the output. Okay. Suppose we can write line method many. So you copy this. Okay. You copy and then you paste. So then what I can try to understand here. You paste here. So then what happened? If I run this code, you will get two hello world. So what do you mean of this? We can use write line method many as you wish. If you want to get five hello world, one more time you paste here. If you want to change the text, as I told you that always the text means string type of data must be in double quotation mark. Okay. Whatever you keep in double quotation mark, that will be considered as string. Okay. So now if you run this code, so as I told you that this is online editor, web-based editor. We can write the code. We can write the code, and once you're familiar with the code of C sharp, this code looks like similar to Java and C++, like what you know. Okay. So here, if you remove this line, I told you that only one more method that is part of your console class. If you write only write method without line, and then what happened? You will not get next line. So hello world and how are you both will be in single line. Both will be in single line. So what do you mean of this? Means If you want to get next line, you need to write line method. That is compulsory. Yeah. So now come back here. So this is the output, how to get the output in C sharp. We need to use the write line method. Okay, you can write many write line methods. Okay, if you want to get more line of code, here, hello world, I am learning, it is awesome. So you will get three lines of output here. Okay, so next, next is what? So here in the method, just we have passed the string here. Okay, we can keep numbers also. We can do the multi mathematical operations. So now you come here. So you are getting 3 plus 3, 6. Otherwise, you can do that is what your subtraction also. So 7. So you will get minus 4. This is the, you can do the subtraction. Now you are getting this one. Now you want to add somewhat text in front of this. Okay, the output. So that moment you need to keep the string that the output will be, the output will be separator. You keep and close with this one. Then if I keep the comma, whether it will be accessible, we let to be checked that the output will be. So then we are not getting this one. So how to get this result? Okay. So for that, if I use concatenation plus words, so now if I run this code, whether it is to be executed, because this is the syntax of your Java, but here this concatenation. So if I keep it in brackets, this operation, if I keep it in brackets, then let us see what happened here. Because this is an operation, mathematical subtraction operation. If I keep this, so this is the way. So as I told you that if you have the knowledge of one language, you can simply catch the syntax to do in other languages. Okay. So that is the one way. So I told you that suppose if we want to add some word string in front of any operation. So this is the subtraction operation. If you want to do the division, forward slash will be used. Now the answer will be 0.5. This is the division operation, but we are not getting, we are getting only 0. So that moment we need to check back that that is division operation, what is the operator. So whenever we go for the operators, that moment we will study about the operators. This the I am, because in forward slash that will be used in um, that will be used in Java for division. Okay, this is the for the multiplication. Star is used for the multiplication. Okay, if I use double forward slash, then what I will try to understand that whether it will be any, we will get any operation about this. So we need to check back that operators. Okay, now come back here. So here I told you that this is the string. So always string to be kept in double quotation marks. If you represent the string with single quotation mark, then what happened? If you represent this code in single quotation marks, you will get the, okay, you will get what? Error. Why? Because we have started the string with the double quotation and ended with the single quotation marks. So you come here, you run this code again. Okay. Because error is because single quotation marks can't be used for string operation. Okay. Now if you keep this line in double quotation marks, means comment section started. So this line of code will not be executed. Only 2 lines will be executed. So comments, for the comments, double quotation mark, 2 forward slashes will be used in. Okay, now come to the point. So now come The right method. I already told the right method and right line method. Two methods are there. Two methods are there. Right method, right line method, insert next line, next insert a new line at the end of output. After output, you will get a new line, but right method, it will not insert a new line method. Okay, so this is the example. Here, both hello world, I will print on the same line, both will be printed. There is no any next line. Okay, so that moment, if you want to get here, you need to use line. Line is capital. Next, right line method. So then what happened? So you will get a next line. But here, then one more is here, one more printout is, if you want to get, so that moment you need to, so now see what happened here. If you run this code, you see what happened. I will print on the same line, but both lines are in single line. So there is no any next line. That moment you need to pause here, next line, right line. So that moment, what happened, you will get, it will give next line. Understood that? This is C sharp. Now come to the point is what? If you have idea in Java, otherwise C++, little bit knowledge in C also, you can understand the C sharp very easily. It doesn't matter, it is not difficult. If you have the C sharp knowledge, you can develop the applications in by using of .NET framework and Visual Studio IDE, you can develop the applications. Okay. Next is what? Next is what comment section. What is the comment section? As I told you that for single line comments, you need to use only forward slashes, single line comments. And if you want to get multi-line comment, use forward slash with star and end with the same. This is used in Java also. Okay, Java and C++ and C also. Same. Okay, there's no any changement. Okay, so now let us come to the code where here, if you run this code, see here what happened. If I want to use, this is called multi-line comments. So multi-line comments means one forward slash star end with star and forward. So these two lines are commented. So means what happened? The C sharp compiler will not read this line of code. It will skip this code, means it will not read this code. And only it reads this code and compile this code and execute. Then after result will be given. So, so if you want to keep only this line of code, these are called multi-line comments. Now, if I want to use only single comment, only one in the two stars, two forward slashes. Now remove this. Okay, now what happened? This line of code is under part of single line comments. But what about this? Okay, what about this? You will get the error. This is the error. So if you want to get this printout statement, you need to use console dot write line bracket now you end with double quotation, then okay, and then terminate with the semicolon. Now what happened? This is a becomes a string that is enclosed in double quotation marks. Now you will get this line of statement as a string. Okay, but this line of code, it will not be read by your compiler. You will get two lines of output. This is the two lines of output. Understood that? So comments. So here I have kept double quotation. This is what two forward slashes means single comments. You can write here. This is a single comments. Okay. single line comments. Now, suppose if you want to keep up to this line, multi-line comments, use nothing to, you need to do what? You keep forward slash star and then at the end of this line, star forward slash. Now what happened? The total code under this forward slash star, okay, end of star forward slash. Now the total 3 lines of code is under comment section. Okay. So if you run this only, you will get this line of code as a printout. Hello world. So this is called what? This is called your multi-line comments. So actually, what is singular multi-line? What is the use? Suppose for better readability, for this is an exercise, single line comment, you need to use 2 forward slashes. This is a multi-line comment. So you need to use star forward slash star and with star forward slash. Okay. Now this is the story. I'll try to understand that. Now, why do we need to use comments for better readability? Suppose as a programmer, you want to give some word hints to users. Okay, that moment use the single line comments. Single line comments or double line comments. Next variable. Try to understand variables. As we have discussed in many languages, this journey started in 2024 January. I started to teach C, Java, Python. Okay. So in all languages, I have explained that what is variable. Variable is nothing but it is a name given to a memory location. Okay, in computer's memory location, every memory location of computer memory location will be named. Okay, so that whatever the data stored in that memory location that can be called with that name. So they are called variables. Understood that variables used to store the data values. They are the containers, means what do you mean of that? They are the memory locations. Memory location in computer memory, every memory location will be able to store the data. So, but that memory location will be with the number. So it is very difficult to remember that numerical number. So it is better to give a name for that memory location, wherever the data is stored. So by that name, we can call that data stored in that variable. Okay. So variables are named. Variables are what? Computer memory locations are named with a name, labeled with a name. That name is called variable. So different types of variables in C#. One is that integer type of variables, float type of variables, boolean type of variables, and char type of string type of variables. Okay, these are the variables. This is the int type of variable. Okay, that int type of variable. Okay, this will store only the integer. Actually, this is integer type of data. So that integer type of data will be used to store integers. Integers are what already I have discussed. Integers are what? The numbers without decimal values, either the positive or negative numbers. They are called integers. Okay. So and double is what? Actually, double is a float. Float, I told you that the number which is having float decimal values means even though 0.0 is there, that is a float. Okay. So double is a float type of data which stores floating point numbers, means with the decimals, such as this is like this example. So char is it stores a single characters, either small or capital letter. So always char values are surrounded by single quotes. Okay. String is a text type of data. Okay, such as a hello world, and but that string to be kept in double quotation marks. In Java also same. In Java, C and C++, same. Bool has 2 values, true or false. This is what? These are what? Integer data type variables, double data type variable, char variable, string variable, bool. So declaring, creating variables. So now let us see how to create a variable. First, let me see. Here, see under this. As I told you that this is the syntax we need to use using system. This system is a namespace which will be holding a lot of classes. Okay, namespace we need to use class. Every method must be under a class. Okay. Now here string name is a variable. It is holding string type of data, but we need to declare it is a string type of data first in C sharp also, like in like in Java, Java, C, C++. We need to declare the data type first here. So now it is a string type of data, and you have stored this string type of data. Now string. Now you run this code, you are getting, but string, don't declare this string with capital letter. Then you will get the error. Always you need to declare. So it is taking string as small and capital letter. It doesn't matter. Now I want to store one. I create one more variable that is int type of int integer name is equals integer. It is suppose x is a variable. It is holding integer value. Okay, this is what after that. Okay, now what? Double. Double is what? It is a float. Its name you can see. Take y is a variable. It is able to store. Okay. Next semicolon. Next is what? Letter. Letter is what? Letter is a character. So I need to declare this as a char data type. That is a variable. It holds single characters. Okay, C. C is a single character. Okay, then semicolon. Now, true, false. Yes, yes is a variable. It is a bool type. Okay, yes. Then after S is a variable. It holds bool type of data. True. Okay, then semicolon. Now that what happened, how many types of data I have declared here? This is string type of variable holds. This is a string type of variable, it holds string type of data. Name is a string type of variable, it holds string type of data. X is a integer variable, it holds int type of data. Okay, this is a variable Y, it holds double float type, double floats. Okay. Double float means it will hold up to 15 characters. Okay, 15 numbers. So we can write some word like this. Okay, understand? So char is a character type of data, but letter is a variable. It holds single character. It may be smaller, capital. But if you want to use more white space, it will not accept that. So it will give error in this line. And line is where in this line. Okay, because you have given char data type always will be able to store one character only. So don't give much space here. Okay. Now, now try to understand what is happening here. Char, okay. So then if I run this code, you will not get any error here. And if you want to get printout, so this is the bool type, char, string, int, float, this is the double. So if you want to get all the values stored, 45, 45 point, these values are called literals. Okay, this is integer literal, this is double float literal. Literals are nothing but the values assigned to the variable. C is a literal value, true is a literal. So these letter S, Y, X, these are called identifiers. Okay. This int double string char, they indicate that this is the data type. Now come to the point. If you want to get the values, you copy this one every time. If you want to get output, you need to use console dot write line method here. name I have called. Name is a variable which is holding this John. You will get that. Now, if I call X, so I want to call, I need to call X. X is a variable that is holding 45. Next, one more print out here. You need to call. Next is what? Y variable. Y variable, whatever the value that is stored in Y, you will get that value. Next is what? Next variable name letter. Letter is a character variable which holds C character. Next, we will use, we want to get the printout statement in S is a variable. S is a variable. That variable holding this S is a variable that is holding Boolean type of data that is true value. Now, if whenever you run this code, you will get all the printout statements. Where is the error? Error is in which line? Unexpected symbol. 28, comma 5. Error. Unexpected symbol. Where I need to suppose if I remove this one, how many? See, why we need this? One is this flower brace, this is flower brace, three flower braces. But here, how many flower braces are there? So many. Why do we need to remove these all flower braces? Why? Because only three. I need three only here. Why? Try to understand. This is for this is for your namespace. Ended. Class. This is class. This is for method. This is for method. Only three. We need three braces. We are getting this. These are the results. Okay, understood that. So now what I want to do here. Now I'm going to give a break now. You 2 minutes, then you come back. Okay. Now I terminate the class. Again, I will log in. You come. We will join in 2 minutes. And we will discuss one more class of 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. Okay, whatever.